Good evening and welcome back to Prime of My Life. As you can see, I am at Patrick's again this evening, and tonight we are talking why I am going to be prepping more this year. If, like me, you've been looking at things and you're thinking, okay, so things are still a bit difficult, I still want to prep, but it doesn't seem as scary as it did earlier in the year when there weren't the grain exports and oil exports coming from Ukraine, that may stop again. I just saw a report in the media and it says that ship insurers are cancelling the war risk coverage across Russia, Ukraine and Belarus areas. Now, what I didn't know is that ships normally have two different types of insurance. They have what's called marine insurance, and that is for natural disasters and collisions and such like. They also have what's called marine war insurance, and that covers war or terrorism. And these insurance policies are provided by specific insurance clubs, it's a thing that they do. And there's also, it's then reinsured. And the reinsurance contracts typically renew every 12 months on the 1st of January. So these reinsurers have not been able to do anything about the Ukraine-Russia situation and the ships that have been caught in it, because this is them only just renewing their contract on January the 1st. And the majority of them have said, no thank you, we're not going to do it. Any vessels which are within the Russia, Ukraine, Belarus area, they are not going to reinsure them. So this is not the insurers that are saying no, it's the reinsurers. But this is because of the losses that they have sustained since the Russia-Ukraine situation. And because they're not going to, the reinsurers are not going to support that, it means that ship owners, ship companies will find it much more difficult to get insurance for any vessels that they put in those areas. If they do find something, it's going to cost a lot more money. There will also possibly be some ships which will sail uninsured, which means if anything goes wrong, they lose everything. So, yeah, it's quite a thing. I mean, what I've written down here is a bit that they quoted in the media, and it said, due to the impact of losses from Russia-Ukraine situation affecting the availability of global insurance and reinsurance capacity, we are no longer able to secure reinsurance for war risk exposure to Russian, Ukrainian or Belarusian territorial risks. And that's basically the grain and the oil. Now, this is so important that seemingly the Japanese government have asked insurers to speak to the reinsurers, because Japan still gets a lot of its liquefied natural gas from Russia. And it's going to be such a problem if they can't get that for the energy in Japan, that the government have asked insurers to see what they can do to speak to the reinsurers. And basically, the way I'm seeing this is, if the reinsurers are not going to support these vessels, there's going to be a lot less ships sailing from Ukraine, sailing through the Black Sea, etc. Which means there'll be less grain, there'll be less oil, and we will be back to where we were at the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine crisis, when people didn't know where the food was going to come from. Down in Africa, who imports so much grain from Ukraine, etc. So yeah, this is something that hopefully will get fixed soon. I am not going to hold my breath. I personally think that this could be quite a big problem in the next few months, because come the 1st of January, the vessels will not be insured. And if it was my ship, I wouldn't be sending it somewhere it wasn't insured. Not for a whole lot of bribery, let me tell you. So yes, that's my thing that I found today, and it's making the wee wheels turn in my head. So there will be more prepping getting done. Oh, for everyone who commented on the water bathing the onions, yeah, we didn't do that. We froze them. One part was I like threw the ingredients in, they weren't measured. The other part was, even although my slow cooker had been filled to the brim of onions, I would have got 3 jars out of it, and I am not putting on the canner with that amount of energy getting used for 3 jars. It's not worth it. I need to double tier them, or I'm not paying that for the electricity. So yes, it got frozen. So I hope you've had a lovely day, and I will go now, and I will catch you later.
Yay!